Alright, what's up everybody? Treetop Garage, we're back here with my son actually. Blake is over. And he's working on his Cobalt SS Supercharged, I think it is, right? And he's doing some work to that. But I want to go over some updates and stuff that me and him have done over the last couple, like what, 2 days, day and a half, whatever. So I'm going to pause you in here in a sec. I want to go over kind of all the stuff we've been doing. It's been a lot of boring stuff that's not really video worthy, I don't think, like boring stuff. So I'm going to pause you. We're going to go over everything we did. Mostly me and him both have done, but he did a lot of the stuff that I didn't want to do. Anyway, we did it both together. So let me pause you. We'll go over it, and we'll go wrap it up at the end. So hold on, guys. All right, so the first thing we did, well, he did actually underneath, was we ran the fuel line right there. Ran it up all the way to the front. Also, I don't know if you can see that over there, but there's wiring over there. Some wiring. So we're going to get into that in a sec, but I want to show you guys, that was the one thing, the main thing, well, one of the main things was run the fuel line up to the car, up to the fuel pump, and got that started. So that's all clamped together. The fuel system's pretty much ready to go now. We just gotta, I gotta put fuel in it and get it up to the front. I gotta get a fuel filter. So anyway, if my wonderful son would open that door right there, we'll show you what else we've done. All right, thanks, Bit. So anyway, as you guys saw in the last video, which has been a little bit, but I painted the floor flat black with Rust-Oleum, and we also put kill mat in there from front to back, and we got the seats in. I don't know, that's not really showing too good actually. The back seats in. It took a lot of cleaning. A lot of cleaning. It's not actually clean yet. We have to go over it a little bit more. I bought some more stuff today to do that. I get a good shot of that seat. It's not really doing too good. There we go. Anyway, we got kill mat, mostly, pretty much all of it. I put a little bit under the seat, and I didn't put it all the way, like the total floor under there. But we got some strips of that. We do get, like I said, we got the matting in. We start on the wiring over there. As you can see, there's wiring all over the floor. But I got the seat brackets made up. They're not done yet because I actually ran out of material to finish them. But I have to get some more of that this week. And then I did actually get a steering wheel. That's on there. So we're going to have to do a little adjusting on the steering because there's some issues I found out after we put the steering wheel. I'll go over that in a second too. But we did clean up the seats. Like I said, I got to mess with the seat brackets a little bit, get them dialed together the rest of the way. But it's definitely looking better. I'm leaving them kind of unbolted for now, though, because I think it would be easier wiring-wise, especially if the seats aren't totally bolted down just yet. So they're just sitting in there right now. Got the kill mat all in there. It's stuck. That stuff is great. It's an adhesive-backed sound deadener and insulation. That's stuck to everything. It's stuck perfect to everything. So let me take you around to the driver's side real quick, and we'll show you other stuff we've been doing here. Of course, we got wiring everywhere. We just ran it yesterday, and I haven't had time to mess with it much today because I was doing St. Patrick's Day brisket smoking briskets or corned beefs. So anyways, we got the wiring, main fuse box bolted, or yeah, we bolted it up into up underneath the dash and the firewall. We got all the wiring kind of ran to where it's got to go. Of course, I put the kill mat in, and we also ran the wiring going to the back. Is under here. I had kill mat already in there. We ran the wiring to the back, and then I put kill mat over top of it to kind of hold it. So it's kind of double insulated, I guess. And so yeah, that's in. Now we just I got to get some switches and some other stuff to make the wiring work inside. And I also got, I ordered today some taillight bulb sockets, because this is the taillight housing. It goes on the rear quarter panel. And these, they have like a weird 6-volt like socket part, but there's no place for the bulb to make contact. You can see it's wide open. So I got some different sockets coming. I'm going to have to probably drill these out and put some new ones in there somehow. There'll be a video on that coming up. That's for the rear taillights. And, but yeah. She's looking pretty good. I got the front seats, well, this is the driver's seat, kind of where I want it. Right now it's sitting funny because the way the floor is. Like I said, it's not bolted down, but it's fairly close. I'm 6'4", so I like a little bit of like backward angle, and I do like a little bit of leg room, of course. But yeah, they're just kind of sitting there right now, but it's going to kind of be how they're going to be. We're going to do some adjusting and see where they're at, you know, front to back wise, and see like what's most comfortable. But we'll be bolting those down once the wiring's kind of done and buttoned up. Actually, maybe see the back seat a little better here. Let me see if I can get a good view of that. It's still a little dirty, and it's not actually. I don't think it's in all the way. It looks like it might have moved or something, because we had this back. You can't see it because it's kind of dark, but the back seam, we had it all tucked in when we put it in yesterday. And now it seems like all the fabric is kind of peeled back again. It's a seat cover that's on it. It's an old cover. It's actually kind of brittle. But I think for what we're doing, it's going to be good. So, but yeah, I wanted to give you guys a quick look. Obviously, there's a lot more to do yet. But as far as the interior goes, I think I have an accelerator pedal. I think I showed it in a video a while ago. It's that aluminum Speedway one. I want to be putting that in soon. I'd like to get this, probably this next weekend, we'll probably get the wiring kind of started and whatnot. Now once I get some switches and stuff like that. And I wouldn't mind maybe just painting these inside doors of this thing. And I want to get the garnish moldings finished up. This one over here on the passenger side's in already, but there's no screws holding it right now. So it's floppy. So we're going to have to do some work on that. But, I mean, overall, it's come along pretty good. And, of course, like I said, I got some steering problems that we have just found out yesterday we got to fix. So let me take you out of the tripod here. I'll show you what there's 2 of them. I want to show you what they are. So the first thing I noticed right away, inside the fender well, which is going to be hard to see, but this is a piece of 4x4 angle that we put in to mount the steering box. It's welded to the frame here. Well, this angle, when you went to move the steering, was flexing in and out. So we're going to have to put some gussets in here. And also, the other problem, it was pretty evident right away, was, if you guys remember back a while ago, I made this steering arm right here that's bolted to the spindle, and it's the upright that's bolted to the spindle that goes to this piece is flexing a little bit. So I'm going to have to probably get something different or strengthen this one up somehow. Not sure what I'm going to do yet with that, but it shouldn't be too bad. If we take care of those 2 things, it shouldn't be that hard to fix, really. And I think the steering box needs adjustment. Right here, there's an adjustment screw with a nut. Those, from what I've read, those need adjustment too, sometimes. So I'll probably have to do that. But, I mean, overall, I think it's a multitude of problems. I mean, this thing has some play in it, so most of it's probably the steering box, I'm sure. But we'll be fixing that too. So, let me pause you. We'll wrap this up. Alright, so that's our progress so far. Been doing a lot of little stuff behind the scenes. Sometimes it ain't worth it. It's hard to film some of this stuff because it's not a lot of light and whatever, and you can't really see what's going on. But yeah, so we got all that stuff done. I'm gonna get some more material for the seat brackets this week. I'd like to try to, actually, the next thing I want to do is get the shifter linkage, the cable hooked up, so we have that. And then, yeah, next thing will be wiring, rest of the seat brackets, and there's something I'm forgetting. I need a fuel filter for sure, and there's some other stuff I want to do inside too. I like to get that heater out and see if that thing, make sure that don't leak, but make sure the fan works too. I like to get that thing stripped down and painted, and everything else. Get that, because this is just a few bolts. So yeah, more coming up. I'll try to do some video on some of that stuff, because that'll be more exciting than doing wiring. And you know, I do have to take the seat brackets back off the seats and weld them all up, because right now they're just tacked together, just holding things together. So that'll be kind of something I can do in a video too, is show you guys what I did, what all I did, and weld them up. So that's something we could do soon, probably the next day or two. And yeah, I think that's about it. So anyways, guys, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you would like to. My son Blake says thanks for subscribing and sharing, and give me a thumbs up. Also, if you want, I also have a gun channel that I just started recently. It's called Ohio 2A Patriot. I'll put a link down below. I'll also put a link below to the Facebook group for this channel and the Instagram. And yeah, leave me a comment. And like I said, thumbs up, subscribe, all that stuff. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.